Making everyone happy on vacation isn't easy, but you know what is? Going to Aruba. All you have to do is walk out your door to find pristine pools, relaxing white sand beaches, and an island teeming with outdoor activities that'll put a smile on any face. You won't just feel great, you'll all feel great, filled with a calmer, more peaceful vibe that radiates Aruba's warmth. And the best part is, it never fades. That's the Aruba effect. Plan your family trip at Aruba.com.
Hi, you guys, it's Yaz. And today I want to talk about how the narcissist seeks to destroy you or how they sabotage you. They sabotage you in so many different ways because they just have so much venom going on, all right? They have so much hate for you for a couple of reasons. One, they blame you for everything because, they don't want to take accountability and they justify everything that they did and they make it out to be that you're the problem. And they want revenge. So narcissists always want to seek revenge when relationships don't work out. And one of the ways they try to do that is to sabotage you and destroy you. So I'm going to go through a couple of ways that the narcissist tries to destroy you, okay? The most common is the smear campaign, and everybody's aware of what that's all about. They're going to talk badly to you, to their flying monkeys, and if you're dealing with a real wicked narcissist, they're even going to go to your family and your friends and try to smear you to them. They want everybody to look at you like you're crazy, you don't know what you're talking about, you're the one with the problem. See, a narcissist always wants to make it like you are the problem. There's something wrong with you, okay? And this is where the confusion comes. Because the tool of the narcissist is to create confusion, okay? That's what manipulation really is. Manipulating a situation to their benefit and cause confusion, okay? So the second way that a narcissist tries to destroy you is by, confusing you and causing this cognitive dissonance in your mind. You're confused after the relationship's over. You're thinking you're the problem. You're thinking maybe I should have done things differently. Maybe I really was the problem. No, you're not the problem. The problem is that your brain is all confused because of the manipulation of the narcissist. And how does that narcissist cause confusion? By gaslighting you. They tell you you're sensitive. They tell you you're negative. They tell you you need to look in the mirror. They tell you, you're bipolar. They tell you you're crazy, all these different things. And you start to question yourself. Why? Because you could self-reflect and you're saying, well, there's a problem here. Maybe I am the problem, okay? Because you're trying to solve what the problem is. But the problem is that narcissist is trying to confuse you, all right? That's why you have to be focused when dealing with a narcissist. And you have to educate yourself on narcissism so that you could spot gaslighting. You could spot when, they're not being truthful. They're not being transparent. And the minute that you see that somebody is not transparent is the minute that should ring in your brain, I'm dealing with a toxic person. I got to be careful here because anything that comes out of their mouth is probably a lie, okay? So the problem isn't me. The problem is I'm dealing with a toxic person. But see, they plant that seed of doubt in you. And this is exactly the tool of the narcissist to destroy you, is to plant the seed of doubt that there's a problem with you, that, there's something wrong with you, that you're a nitpicker, that you are controlling. What they're going to do is they're going to project all the shame that they have onto you and make you think that you're the problem, okay? Classic manipulation is to flip the blame. This is what they do. This is their defense. Their greatest defense is an offense, and that's to make you the problem, make you at fault. And if you're somebody who doesn't see it for what it is, you may believe that you are the problem, okay? Because you haven't had the experience, you haven't had the education to see that this is a toxic person that you're dealing with. That's why I tell people time and time again, you want your clarity, you stick to the facts. It's like when you go to court with a narcissist. If you stick to the facts, that narcissist will be dead in the water because they can't gaslight a judge, all right? A judge is not going to tolerate that nonsense. You know, a good judge, rather. Like if they go to the judge and say, I really don't remember, or it didn't happen like that. But when you have the facts behind you, you know what the fuck it is, all right? And you could back up what you're saying with facts, then that narcissist is dead in the water. And if you believe in yourself and you trust yourself, that narcissist is dead in the water, okay? And they could try to manipulate you and gaslight you and tell you, oh, you're crazy. See, when you got a narcissist cornered, all right, what they're going to do is they're going to just call you crazy and walk out of the room because they can't handle it. You fucking got them. You got them. So their only thing they could do is call you crazy. When somebody calls you crazy, you know you got them. You got them. And that's the only thing they could do is use the mental card against you, you know, and they're going to do it to other people because the minute you have that falling out with that narcissist, the first thing they're going to do is go call up their flying monkeys or call up people that you know, and they're going to try to smear you and rip you to shreds and rip up who you are mentally, okay? So that whatever you say is discredited. They want to discredit you. So this is how they try to sabotage you. They try to create confusion, where you start to question yourself that maybe you're the problem because you're not trusting yourself. It all comes to your gut. You've got to trust your gut. You've got to know what gaslighting is. And once you know what's fact and what's not fact, you're going to be able to see right through that person. And those games are not going to work on them. And when those games don't work on the narcissist, that narcissist is going to get very, very frustrated. So now what they're going to do, especially if you're dealing with a covert narcissist, they're going to go behind your back and plot against you, all right? They're going to try to hurt you by triangulating and using other people to gang up against you to isolate you because you caused a narcissistic injury, all right? The same thing happens when you expose the narc. When you expose the narc, that narc is going to be out for blood. The first thing they're going to do is run to everybody else and tell them that you're crazy because, again, they want to discredit you. You know what they are. They're afraid. You are a threat. So their only tool of, to weaponize is to use other people against you and manipulate the other people because they're not able to manipulate you anymore because now you see right through them, all right? So that's what they do. That's why we say, narcissists are demons because they're of the darkness. They're not of clarity. They're not of truth. They're not transparent. They're of darkness. They're of lies. Satan is their father, okay? They don't live a righteous life. And it's the same thing when you deal with religious narcissists, okay? Like a lot of people think because somebody's religious that they're right or they live a certain way, and that couldn't be further from the truth for a religious narc. They hide behind religion to cover their toxicity, okay? So if you want to really know if somebody is religious, you look at the fruits of their life. You look at how they live their life. If they live a life of righteousness, if they don't live a life of righteousness, but they preach righteousness, then you're dealing with a fake and a fraud, okay? And you have a lot of that hypocrisy going on in religious organizations. So always look at how that person lives. It tells you, if they fly straight or they don't, or they're shady. The other thing I want to give you guys a heads up on is when you first are dealing with a narcissist, look at how that narcissist treats other people. Because how they treat other people is how they will eventually treat you down the line. So when you first started to get to know the narc, of course they're going to be nice as pie to you because it's the beginning of the relationship. But they may have been talking badly about their exes. They may have been talking badly about other people that they know, their friends. Covert narcissists especially are two-faced. So they may have been telling you things about their friends, bad-mouthing their friends. Understand that if they're doing that about other people, they're going to do it to you eventually, okay? Because that's their basic nature. That's their basic pattern. So getting back on point, the ways that the narcissist, tries to sabotage you is, of course, smearing you. Number two, they try to confuse you and give you that cognitive dissonance, which is going to create anxiety and depression in you, where you think that there's something wrong with you. You've got to come out of that cloud. If you're not getting it, you got to write it down on paper, or you've got to do a lot of reading and do your due diligence and educate yourself on narcissism so that you can understand when somebody is causing that confusion. You've got to stick to the facts. Your brain has to be focused when dealing with a narcissist, okay? And most of the time, people get that cognitive dissonance because they're still thinking of the nice things that the narcissist did for them. But rest assured, just because somebody can do nice things for you from time to time doesn't mean they're not necessarily a toxic person. Always look at the intent. If the narcissist was nice at time to time, why were they nice? Did they need something from you? Was it the beginning of the relationship? Because when a narcissist is nice, it's usually because they want to build your trust and they're trying to win you over, or they want something out of you, or they're putting on an act in front of other people to look like they're a nice person to you, okay? So look at the intent of the narcissist for why they were nice to you, okay? And also look at the supply that they were after. Were they after sex? Were they after money? Were they after moving to your city and using you as a jump off to get to your city? Okay. I had a few clients that had to deal with that they were dealing with a female narcissist that love bombed him to get to his city. And then once she got her feet in there, she all of a sudden pulled away and was playing game on him, okay? She used him because she wanted somebody that was in that city that she knew, and then once she got comfortable and she built her other connections, she didn't need him anymore. But he was confused because of the love bombing. He thought that she really cared. And I told him, you can't go by how somebody is in the beginning. You've got to see how they are after at least 6 months to a year to see if their intentions were true, okay? So it's the long game, you guys. You got to look at it from the long game, not the short game. People trust too soon, and this is why they get played, okay? It takes time. People have to earn your trust. Okay, now, another way that a narcissist may try to, sabotage or destroy you is to brainwash your kids against you. Typical behavior when you're going through a divorce or you're separating with somebody and you have children. That narcissist is going to play the victim to the children and make you out to be the villain. This is their card. They play the victim card, especially the covert narcissist. They play the victim card to the children, and they want the children's sympathy. Now, if the children don't give them sympathy, okay, and they're aligned more with the other parent, that's when that parent, that narcissist, is going to abandon those children because those children were not loyal to them. So a narcissist can abandon their children if the children are not useful to them, okay? Children are objects just like partners are objects to the narcissist. They don't have unconditional love for their children because, again, their pride comes first. And that's why a narcissist could never truly love their children, because their pride comes before the love for a child. That's why they should never have become parents, all right? Now, another way a narcissist tries to destroy you is they try to steal your money. If they can't get through to you, what they're going to do is they're going to try to steal your money. They could try to steal it in court. They're going to hide all their money, all their assets to try to steal the money from you. They could take it out of the bank accounts. They can change things on documents. All right. They could steal your money when you're not looking, if you're living together. All right. they're trying to hurt you. They're trying to steal your money. They could also try to hurt you in your job, all right, by maybe smearing you to your coworkers or your boss and hope that you would get fired from your job, or go on social media and run a smear campaign to embarrass you, to other people that can affect your financial situation, all right? Now, another way that the narcissist tries to destroy you is by ruining your reputation. Like I said, they want to ruin your reputation. This is the whole goal of the narcissist, is to make you feel like you're nothing. You are beneath them. They've got to put you down in order to glorify themselves. So what they're going to do is, again, it's the smear campaign, and they love to use social media. They love to post things about you on social media, and they do it in a passive-aggressive manner so that they may not specifically be naming you, but they'll say something like, oh, my ex, she's or he's got mental issues. They really need therapy. I need somebody who's mentally stable, or something like that. And then they have their flying monkeys on their page saying, yeah, I don't know how you deal with that, or something like that. Or they may lie and say, you were sleeping around on them. I need a loyal woman or a loyal guy. I don't need a cheater. Meanwhile, they were the ones who were cheating, but they flip it around and they post it on social media to embarrass you. See, a narcissist, they're low lives, okay? They are low lives, and they hit below the belt. And what they'll do is they'll try to embarrass you, not only to your own people, but also, not only to their people, but also to your own people and to people around you. They want to embarrass you. They want people to not want to deal with you. They want people to look at you like you're crazy. You have mental issues. The problem is you. And they love the mental card, because that's all that they could fucking say, all right? What better excuse to discredit you than to say you have mental issues because you're calling them out for their shit, okay? And what they'll do is they'll twist the facts, and they'll manipulate everybody else, and they'll try to pretend that they're empathetic to you. Oh, they're doing it from an empathetic standpoint. I really care about so-and-so, and I'm concerned. I really think that I wish they would go speak to a therapist. They have such anger issues, okay? Typical covert narcissistic behavior to make you out to be an angry nut, all right? You have anger issues. They love the mental card. You have anger issues. But the fact is, they're the ones that created those anger, those emotions of anger in you, because they lied to you and treated you like a jerk, and they gaslit you and pretended like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. They flat out blatantly lie to your face, and they're smirking between their teeth, laughing at you because it's a fucking joke. It's a fucking game to the narcissist. And they are well aware of what they are doing. They are not delusional like these other influencers say, because they don't got it right. They know exactly what they are doing when they cause that reactive abuse. They do it deliberately because they love to see you get angry. They love to upset you. It gives them power. They have power over you. They have control over you when they create that reactive abuse. Okay? Because you care. Even anger, even when you get angry at the narcissist and you tell them off and you're just triggered by the narcissist, you can't stand it. You tell them, what a fucking asshole they are and everything like that. Guess what? You are still feeding that narcissist, because you're showing them that they affect your emotions and they know that they upset you, and they're sitting there and they're smiling. Okay? I had this situation one time, with my ex-husband and the neighbor, where they just didn't get along, right? And my ex-husband was laying into our neighbor, and my neighbor was so cool and collect, and he was like just saying, he was staying so cool that he triggered my ex-husband so bad, okay? Because of the fact that he was showing him he wasn't going to get to him, all right? He wasn't going to get to him because my ex-husband was trying to trigger him on something and he wasn't going to let him get to it. And like the covert narcissist, my ex, got so angry when the reactive abuse was not working, okay? Because the other guy knew the game and said to himself, I'm not going to be taken by these indirect insults and everything. Okay, if that's how you feel. Okay, if that's how you feel. See, and that's the way you got to be. Like when they start with their nonsense and they try to put you down and say something like, you're really insecure, or you have trust issues, or, you have anger issues. The way you handle, first of all, you just walk out because you don't entertain somebody insulting you or putting you down or disrespecting you. But if you want to say something to them, you could say, well, if that's how you feel, that's your point of view, and we know what you're about. Okay? That's your way of letting them know that what they say doesn't mean shit because they're toxic anyway. Okay? And you show them that they aren't even affecting you. So, you guys, the way that they try to destroy you is by triggering you. Okay? So don't take the bait. Know your target. Know that they're toxic. Know that they're trying to hurt you. And this is their way of doing it. By trying to, do the dumb card. They play dumb all the time. Oh, I don't know what you're talking, or why are you getting so upset? This is what they'll say, too, to try to trigger you. You're in a conversation with them, and that covert narcissist is going to say, why are you getting so upset? That's only going to make you more angry. And guess what? The covert narcissist knows it, and they want you to get angry because they want to upset you. And I've actually had covert narcissists tell me that they do that to people to trigger them, okay? So they are not delusional, okay? They know what they are doing. They do it deliberately because they're wicked. They're wicked people that are insecure, that get off on trying to make you feel like you're crazy, okay? And this is how they try to destroy you. So understand that everything they are cognitive of, okay? They know what they are doing. I've seen it, I've heard it, I've experienced it, and I'll tell you firsthand, they are not delusional. They know what they're doing. They're just very wicked and they are demonic, all right? They are not people of God. Because people of God would not do that. It's not the right thing to do, okay? So that tells you they have an evil spirit within them that is trying to hurt you. And why is this? Because of their jealousy. It's all rooted in jealousy. They are jealous. It's like, the jealousy of Cain that killed Abel. It's the same type of jealousy. They're jealous. Narcissists are jealous people. Jealous of whatever it could be. Jealous maybe you got more attention as a child than they did. Jealous maybe because you're thinner than them. Jealous maybe because you're successful. Or just jealous because you have self-confidence and they don't, and they're a coward and they want to break down your self-confidence. Yes, narcissists will try to destroy you and sabotage you by breaking your self-confidence. And this is the root of it all. They will break your self-confidence, and once that self-confidence is broken, you will have anxiety, you will have depression, and you will go down a black hole. And that's what they want, so that they can lift themselves up by pushing you down and feeling superior to you because of that jealousy that they have for you, okay? Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about because all I got to do is think about certain people in my life and it's dead on what it is, okay? So, you guys, these are the ways that a narcissist will try to, destroy you, will try to sabotage you. Any way that they could hurt you or pay you back, they will, because, narcissists don't forget, and they could just have it in for you for no reason too. And again, if they have it in for no reason at all, again, that's jealousy. That's what it is. It's jealousy. They're jealous of you over something. Even if they have more money than you, they could still be jealous of you over something small, okay? Because of that damaged, fractured ego, they just, they don't want to give you any kind of praise, any kind of accolade. Maybe somebody said something nice about you and it got under their skin. So now they have it in for you and they want to tear you down and tear your self-confidence down because somebody else thought you were a good person, and it's killing them, okay? They hate it when anybody else gives you praise, all right? So know who you are, know who the fuck you are, and don't let these people play their games on you. The minute you see game, you distance yourself and you say, you know what? I'm not dealing with you, okay? This is flat out gaslighting. This is flat out lying. I'm not going back and forth with somebody who's a game player. You play your games on your own. I'm out of here, okay? But the key is, you guys, you've got to be able to spot the games. That's the whole thing. And that's why you got hooked with the narcissist, because you didn't see them for who they were. Okay? Maybe you didn't know about narcissism at the time. You've got to forgive yourself. How would you have known? You were never told. You were never educated on the topic. So they got over on you. So you got to accept it. Let it go. That's the past. Now you're moving forward, and you're never going to let that shit happen again. Okay? Because you're focused. Your brain is focused. You believe in yourself. You're led by the truth. You're led by the facts, and you walk in the truth. When you walk in the truth, you will kill the narcissist. Believe me when I tell you. When you just stop worrying about what comes out of that stupid narcissist's mouth and start thinking about what the fact is, that's all you got to do, okay? And if they don't want to agree or something like that, that's on them. But you stand firm in the truth. That's it. And, a narcissist will not ever, work out conflict with you without either moving on or saying that you're wrong. They'll never take accountability. That's why so many of these covert narcissists, the first thing they say is, can we move on from this? Can we move on from this? Can we sweep this under the rug? Sure, they want to sweep it under the fucking rug because they don't want to take the accountability that they did, all right? But that problem will resurface in time if it is not acknowledged and resolved. That's the problem with that. But they don't care about resolving conflict. They just care about, sweeping anything they do under the rug, and it's all your fault. That's the mindset of, the fragile ego narcissist. Okay, you guys? So that's the way a narcissist tries to destroy you. And one last thing, another way a narcissist will try to destroy you is with coldness, all right? They will freeze you out. They will show you no affection. They will ignore your calls and texts. They will not be there for you. And this is to isolate you and make you weak and make you feel like you're all alone. They want you alone. They want to isolate you. This is especially covert narcissist. They want you, to suffer. They want you to suffer. Basically, they want you to suffer because deep down they hate you. They hate you, okay? Because, they're jealous. They're jealous of something that's going on with you. Or they're angry. It's either jealousy or anger. And the anger is because, you caused a narcissistic injury. And they're also angry because they can't manipulate you as well. So what they'll do is, once they know they can't manipulate you, they will try to isolate you. In other words, not include you in a family get-together, but they'll include other family members, all right? This is how toxic they are and how petty they are, and pretend to be family when they're really not. But you know what? God is watching, and God doesn't like ugly, and what you reap, you will sow. And that's exactly what will happen to evil people, okay? And that's exactly what's going to happen to them. And I'm just going to kick back and watch it happen because I already saw it happen with one and I'm waiting for the others. I leave it in God's hands because vengeance is God's. So you guys, it's like this. They'll isolate you and they'll have other people try to isolate you by ruining your reputation and smearing you. So these are all the ways that the narcissist, or primarily the covert narcissist, tries to destroy and sabotage you. I hope that helps you. If it does, please hit the subscribe button. Please share the podcast and have a great day, you guys. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship, and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at The Game EXP 123, and also on Instagram, The Game EXP 123. Okay? And have a great day.